What is up, everybody? Baseball fans. It is Associate Community Manager for Out of the Park Baseball, Kris Jardine, a.k.a. Snaggle J, here, kicking off tonight's OOTP Around the World triple header, starting off with our Montreal Expos franchise here in 1982. As always, guys, it is Wednesday night. I am here for the next hour. That sports gamer, also known as community manager TJ Lauerman, will be here with more of his Cleveland Indians 1991 franchise at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Sorry, yes, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's right. And then Adam and Jeff, the franchise hockey manager guys, will be here at 10 p.m. Eastern Time with more of their Brandon Wheat Kings franchise in Franchise Hockey Manager 4. But that is for later. This is for now. The last time we left our Montreal Expos franchise, we were in the quandary of deciding what to do with Steve Rogers. We are at the trade deadline. We are 7 games back of Philadelphia right now, 53-44. We're having a very good season. Our offense has turned it around. I put some thought into it earlier today, and I have decided that we are going to hang on to Steve Rogers, and we're going to ride it out and see what happens. Again, he is 8-5 with a 2.20 ERA on the season. He is the ace of our pitching rotation. And you know what? I feel like maybe, just maybe, we're going to be able to turn this around and pull out a division championship. As always, guys, welcome to the Out of the Park Developments channel. If it is your first time here on the Twitch channel, make sure you hit that follow button up at the top of the screen as we inch ever closer to 1,000 followers here on the Twitch channel. I appreciate everybody for coming out again. 3 action-packed hours of streaming here of baseball and hockey action tonight. So strap in and enjoy. Because the thing is, so first thing I'd like to address is I did have somebody mention in the YouTube comments, because we do put these archives on YouTube afterwards. Somebody did mention in the YouTube comments, why are we not playing Tim Raines in the outfield? And that's a very good question. No, that's where I wanted to view his player list. It is a very good question. We have struggled to maintain some sort of consistency in the outfield. We've kind of bounced around. Obviously, we have Andre Dawson in center, but our corner outfielders, we've used Wallace Johnson, we've used Mike Stenhouse, we've used Roy Johnson, we've used Warren Cromartie. So it is something. I think what we're going to do is we're going to stick for the rest of the regular season. Somebody mentioned, why not put Chris Smith at second base? Chris Smith does not currently have second base eligibility. So I'm not really willing to take the fielding hit. You can see Chris Smith qualifies at first, third, and then both corner outfield positions. He's not a great defender anyway. But that would be a reason not to put him at second. At least Tim Raines, he has a 50 rating at second base. So a very passable second baseman. Again, we're going to look into it in the offseason if we might be better off putting Raines in the outfield. But for right now, I think our best defensive alignment is going to be to keep Tim Raines at second base. We do need to send Andres Galarraga back down, who is currently our top prospect. He did get 7 at-bats with the big club, went 3 for 7 with a double, a couple Ks and a walk, stolen base. So we're going to send the big cat back down to we're going to send him down to Double-A. Because again, at this point, we really don't need him up on the big club. I'm just looking to see. We do need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Available action. Ask bench coach for staff. Sanderson, Gullickson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's Tom Dixon? Why is Tom Dixon there? Tommy John. Oh, that's why. Because he's gassed. Tommy John is gassed because he probably just started. So maybe we'll put him up here. And then Gullickson could go here. And then there we go. We'll move things around here just to get our rotation set. We could use an extra reliever. Let's go to our rosters. We only have 24 to 25 players. Who do we have that's not on the roster right now? Because we do have a few people injured. Let's see. We must have a reliever. Maybe not. Let's go to our player list. There's an organization, and we'll go reliever. And okay, it's time to go. Let's go. We'll just go default. So Fryman, Lee, Smith, Dixon, Brandon Chesser. 22. Got any good potential guys? Willie Mueller. He's 6'3". He's in AA. All right. He looks like he might be good. So we're going to go to AA, and we're going to bring Willie Mueller up. There we go. We'll go fix up our bullpen real quick. And he's already in there. Here, we're going to save him for long relief. Tom Dixon as well. Excellent, excellent. All right, let's jump in. So as you can see, as I said at the top of the stream, 53-44 we are right now. 7 games back of Philadelphia. We are 6.5 games clear of the Cubs and the Pirates. So looking pretty good in that regard. I guess we could have a look and see if there's been any big trades. Ron Pruitt, Brad Leslie. Hasn't really been any big trades. Whoa, Gibson? Is that Kirk Gibson? Kirk Gibson traded to the Giants. Wow, Kirk Gibson traded to the Giants. I suppose it's still a bit early. Still a few days before the trade deadline. It's only July 26th. This period of MLB didn't have a wild card spot, right? No, the wild card spot was not introduced until it would have been 1994. But because of the shortened season, 95 was the first year that there was a wild card round. They did have a wild card sort of scenario in 1981, but that was because of the strike shortened season. They did kind of like a split season thing. They did a first half of the season, the second half of the season, and then the division winners from each half faced off in what was a unique scenario, again, because of a labor shortage. Or labor stoppage. So, I mean, if we look, like, even if we wanted to try to trade from a position of strength, like, we don't have much. We don't have much that we could trade from. We don't really want to trade Andres Galarraga. We could. 1994, the Expos were insane. Agreed. Agree 100%. So again, we could trade Mike Hokut could be a guy we could look at moving. Again, with Ken Phelps at first base, Hokut could be a guy that we could move. He is hitting .250 in AAA with 14 homers, 39 RBIs, 62 strikeouts versus 25 walks. He is 20 years old, does have huge power potential, but again, first base is kind of an area where we have Ken Phelps right now, who has definitely started to heat up. He has 18 home runs, which leads the team. So, I mean, we do have some players we could trade. Tito Nieves as well, as Brandon Stewart mentions in the chat. Definitely a guy we could look at trading. Actually, you know what? Let's shop him around and see what we get. Trade options, shop player around. We should get some good offers. We could use some bullpen help. See, not a lot of real good offers. A lot of teams interested, but a lot of teams kind of looking for... a lot of teams looking just to dump a prospect in return. John Slafauve. Interesting name. Can't say I've ever heard that one. Looks like it could be an interesting prospect. Not much in the way of major league talent, which is something we would like to acquire. Again, if we could acquire another bullpen arm or some starting depth, because again, if we do end up with, sorry, let me go find him again. If we do end up with a love the shop, only wish they would do more than 1-for-1. Yeah. The problem that we have there, and this is a common thing that people mention. And again, this might just be me talking out my backside, but to get into more complicated shopping around scenarios, when you have thousands and thousands of players loaded into the game, the processing power would be enormous, which I think is maybe a reason why you don't see the ability to, do like a 1-for-2 or a 1-for-3 sort of scenario. I would probably say that's probably a reason why. Who is John Safelba? He's with the Astros. He's in Columbus Astros in AA. He's a corner outfielder. He's got some pretty good contact ratings. He's actually spent some time in AAA this year. We're at 193. He did hit 273 in AA with 37 walks against 18 Ks. Wow. Okay. I like it. It's a pretty good trade. Now the question is, what do the Astros have? Joe Niekro, Don Sutton, Dickie Thon. They have Jose Cruz Sr., Bob Nepper, Phil Garner at second base, which could be a good fit for us. Phil Garner, he's 33. He does have 4 years left on his deal. I can see that. I usually try to use it as a base and build. Yeah, and that is how it's intended. The shop player around function is designed with starting a trade. It's to show teams that might be interested and what they might be interested in giving up. It's not necessarily designed as a, hey, trade this guy for this guy. It's more of a starting point than anything else. So Phil Garner, I mean, he's pretty cheap. His contract is not bad. I mean, he's making, $800,000. Again, could be good for us. And then let's go to our side. Let's go to our prospects. Because we also have Hoka. Now, this is probably going to be too much. Wow. Well, it's not fair at all. We're not getting much in return. I mean, we are, though. We're getting an excellent corner outfielder. How can we make this work now? Any of these players. I mean, that's literally the best players on our team. I would consider including Woody Fryman because he's 42 years old. But at 42 years old, he is one of our better relievers. One of our really only good relievers outside of Jeff Reardon. So that might be not going to happen. So let's get out of this and get out of this. We'll go back to where our original trade was. I mean, everyone seems quite happy with this trade. We got Frank LaCourte. We could throw in there. We need to add a very good player to consider. I mean, what if we just threw not a very good player? So, I mean, in this case, I'm okay with just doing Nieves for Cefalve is what we're going to call him. And we're going to complete that trade. Again, we have a high-end catching prospect on a team full of high-end catching prospects. Again, we have Gary Carter, first of all. We have Galarraga, and we still have some guys down the roster a bit as well. And we're just going to look and see what we can get for Mike Hokut and see if we can get a big name, something or other. Dan Logan, nothing to get real excited about. Cleveland offering some major league talent, some guys who were hurt. Bobby Mitchell, Skeeter Barnes, Bob Bath, sitting 133 so far. Solid. John Moses, who's a 24-year-old corner outfielder. He's hitting 319 in the PCL. Not much power, though. He's not much of a power guy. And again, Hokut's a guy we could hang on to, see how he develops. We may have to end up training him as a corner outfielder. So we're going to stick with that for now. We made one minor trade. Traded a catching prospect for a outfielder prospect, which is good. Let's see. So here's our player development update for August 1st. Tommy John continues to decline. Again, he's 39 years old. Raines continues to improve. He actually got a bump in the power department against his current power and his potential power. Well, that's nice to see. A little more pop out of Tim Raines wouldn't be the end of the world. Tim Wallach takes a dip. Roy Johnson takes a bump. Andre Dawson actually takes a dip in the contact ratings, the eye ratings. Wow. Rough month there. Let's see what we got going on in the minors. Brad Mills gets a good bump. John Nerthen, relief pitcher down in single A, gets a bump. Added a splitter to his repertoire. Added some velocity to his fastball. His potential improved. And it's overall improved to 1 star, which is nice. I'm just looking to see. Luis Rivera, 18. Some nice improvements. Learned how to play shortstop, which is nice. Can never go wrong with that. So there we go. That's not bad. And again, we've already made strides. You can see 5 games back right now. On a roll. 6-game win streak. Loving it. We're crushing it. Expos are crushing it right now, guys. Expos are absolutely crushing it right now. And look at that. Just like that, 1 week span, and we are in first place. From 6 games back to a half game up in 1 week. Unbelievable. And we got a huge series. Let's take a look at our schedule. Is it on the team home screen? Schedule. So we got a 4-game series against Philadelphia coming up this upcoming weekend. And then we've got Philadelphia 4 games in the last week and a half of the season, which is huge. Massive, major games. Does Philly have any injuries? Let's have a look. Current injuries, they don't really have anybody major out. Gary Matthews Sr. Is probably their best player. Al Cowens is out. Marty Bystrom is out. So, I mean, they've got a few role players who are currently injured, but nothing major. They're just losing games. They're just not winning games right now. And the Expos are. Charlie Lee, and see, wow. As if we didn't say our starting pitching depth could be a problem. Our starting pitching depth just became a major problem with a Charlie Lee being injured for 5 to 6 months. That is probably the worst thing that could have happened. Especially we lost Ray Burris to waivers earlier in the year. So that is not good. Not good at all. Scott Sanderson. So Charlie Lee is out. So we've got, let's see. Who? Yeah, that's yes. 6OD's got it. That's a bad one. We got John. What's John Dobson's deal? He's in A ball. No, it's not really going to get it done. Let's go to our minor leagues. Let's see. David Palmer in AAA. David Palmer looks like anyone on waivers you could bring in. Oh, we can have a look. Willie Horton from Pittsburgh. 39-year-old outfielder. So no. No. The answer is no. It looks like David Palmer is going to be the guy. So we're going to place him on a secondary roster. And then he's getting promoted. So David Palmer is now going to slot in as our number 5 guy. And that's just how it is. All right. So nobody really on waivers. That's all right. We're gonna bring David Palmer up and see how that works out for us. But I mean, again, we're another starting pitcher injury away from big trouble. Personal message from Chris Spire. Chris Spire wants an extension, obviously. We're not going to talk to Chris Spire till the season is over. We're just going to keep things on the down low. Another weekend, and now you can see we have pulled away 3.5 games up now. We are over Philadelphia. Excellent. An excellent turnaround. Another week goes by. We're 2.5 up. We're slowly creeping into September here. We'll simulate another week. We'll see if there's any changes. And now we just lost Scott Sanderson for 3 months. 3 months with a strained hammy? Dude. 3 months. Strained hammy. Well, I guess we could check the waiver wire again. Nobody. Okay. That's not good. That's not good. Another major. The Sanderson one hurts more. Because if you look at it, if I go here, Sanderson was 17-5 with a 2.52 ERA and a 139 to 31 K to walk ratio. Insane. That is a good idea. We could check the free agency and see what might be floating around. Boys. Holy moly. We're old Mother Hubbard, and there's literally nobody in the cupboard. Wow. Yeah, he was on a Cy Young campaign. Matty Summers, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. As I said, guys, if it's your first time here on the OOTP channel, make sure you guys drop a follow as we inch in towards 1,000 followers here. Remember, TJ will be here at the top of the hour with his 1991 Indians franchise. The franchise hockey manager guys will also be here at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, we're in some trouble. We're in some big prellings. Position starter. Bill Sattler. 7-13. Oh, boys. Can I do stats or no? Can't. That's fine. Joe Hesketh from A-Ball. 11-7. Can't call up a guy from A-Ball, can we? That's insane. It's insane. I'm looking at my AAA roster. You guys were angry. Why are you so angry? Don't be so angry. Don't be like that. Like, honestly, like, I really look at our top prospects list. Not a pitcher on it. It's good. I wonder what we're going to do in the offseason. Okay. Let's go look and see. Do we have any? We don't have anyone on. We don't have any pitchers on our roster here anyway. Willie Mueller. Is Willie Mueller on the big club? He is. David Palmer, Moreno. I don't think we have any starters on. I don't think we have any starters. We don't. So, looking at the players list, I guess it's probably going to be we're going to go, yeah. We're going to make the smart play. We're not going to go with the A-ball guy. Because that would be a little too insane. That would be a little too insane, I think, to go with the A-ball guy in the middle of a playoff run. But seriously, we cannot afford another starting pitcher injury. I mean, that Sanderson injury likely could sink our season. We're still 1.5 up. 1.5 up as we enter September. That jump, it's a risky jump. I mean, the thing. Wow. Wow. Well, lady, rest in peace, the Montreal Expos 1982 season, as Steve Rogers will be out for an entire year with a stretched elbow ligament. Rest in peace, Expos season 1982. Yeah, rip indeed. Get some rips in the chat. Again, 13-8, a 2.49 ERA. We have now, in the last 3 weeks, lost 3 members of our starting rotation, who, by the way, had combined for, 17. Rogers had, 13? So that's 37 wins on the DL. Wow. That's not good. You know what? We're going to have to do something crazy now. We're going to have to do something crazy. We're bringing up 19-year-old John Dobson. All the way from A-ball. We're bringing him up. Unbelievable luck. And we're still in first place. Oh, man. And any of these guys come, and the thing is, none of these guys are coming back. Rogers is out 10 to 11 months. Lee's out 3 to 4 more months. Sanderson's out 2 to 3 months. So they're not coming back. So basically, if we happen to make it to the playoffs, we've got Tommy John and Bill Gullickson as that's what we got to go by right now. I don't see any way we make the playoffs with this team. And we're still up 3 games. Baseball against Montreal. That's injuries, man. That's the way it goes. You see teams getting eliminated. The Jays eliminated. We're 4 games up now. This is unreal. Bill Sattler, since we called him up, he's 1-1 with a 2.40 ERA. John Dobson has thrown 14 innings. Is 1-0. Our offense is pretty good, but it's not ridiculously good. It's not crazy. We don't have a crazy, wild lineup. Andre Dawson's having an amazing season, hitting 320, 22 homers, 99 RBIs. Raines hitting 289. Carter's hitting 278 with 21 bombs. Kenny Phelps has 27 jacks. But, nothing insane. We don't have any... Dawson is having an MVP type season, but other than that, we're just kind of treading. Remember, as always, guys, you can follow Out of the Park Developments at all the various social medias. You can head over to ootpdevelopments.com where you can pick up your very own copy of Out of the Park Baseball 18 or Franchise Hockey Manager 4, or you can bundle them together. You can also pick it up on Steam. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/OOTP We post all of the archives of our streams. We also post some tutorials, some trailers, some how-to videos, and some other fun stuff over there. Make sure you check it out. Follow us on Twitter at OOTP Baseball. For those of you who follow our Twitter, you know TJ and I are the masters of gifts. So give us a follow on the Twitter if you don't. And make sure you like us on Facebook if you do the Facebook thing. Facebook.com/OOTP Baseball. But yeah, our offense isn't super crazy. Let's go another week. See how we finish out this season. Received a personal message. Probably, hey, are we interested in... What? John Dobson, sprained ankle, out 4 days. Also have a mobile game. That's right. If you guys did not know, we have a mobile game, MLB Manager 2017. It's available on iOS and Android as well. If you'd like to have your general managerialing, which I think is a technical term, on the go, make sure you check it out. And also, you never know. You never know when we might drop some hot fire Out of the Park Baseball 19 news. You never know. It could be any moment. You never know. But if you're following us on all the various social medias, it won't take long for you to find out. All right. Let's keep moving on here. Another personal message. Trade proposal. Warren Cromartie hurt. Didn't know he was hurt. Trade proposal. We're not trading. Who's Ed Lynch? Reliever for Ken Phelps? Get out of here. You guys on crack? Mets. Full of crack. What's with all these messages late in the season? I thought I had these turned off. We got a bunch of personnel leaving. We got personnel retiring. That's not good. I want to turn off my emails. There it is. No. Manager's office? No. I can never figure it out. Oh, interesting players on the waiver wire. Let's go. Oh, there. Okay. Now, let's keep in mind, we're 4 games up right now with 18 games to play. We have Frank Pastore available on waivers and Frank Viola. I mean, Pastore has not had a great season. But he's also playing for Cincinnati, who, if I'm not mistaken, is dead last. Yeah, they're absolutely dead last. So we got to put a claim in, right? And I mean, do we put a claim in for Frank Viola as well? We gotta. We gotta take both. 2 surefire waiver claims. We got personnel leaving. We got a lot of guys leaving. A lot of coaches leaving for greener pastures. Yeah, we got to take both. Yeah, you're right. We need them. Let's see. Did we get them? I got to try to... let's delete all messages for now. Yes, we'll keep our inbox. We'll try to keep our inbox a little cleaned up. You must be Frank on these 2 claims. Ha ha! Scott Penn's fan. I love a good Frank Viola pun. I tell you what, if these waiver claims backfire and we miss the playoffs, I'm going to be playing the world's smallest Viola in. Oh. Yeah, I went there. Our poor DL. So did we get those players or no? Oh, we probably can't take those guys to the playoffs if we get them either. Did we get them? How do I even know? I didn't get a notification. They pull them back? They must have pulled them back. They must have pulled them back. Were they not irrevocable waivers? I know, that was a weak joke. I apologize. But no, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry at the same time. Not even in the vicinity of sorry. They must have pulled them back. Oh, who was that? No, it was Pastore. Yeah, they must have pulled them back. They must have been on revocable waivers. And they're not on waivers anymore. But if they pulled them back, can we work out a trade? Is what I'm wondering. Nobody on waivers now. Let's go. Well, I mean, at this point, it makes no sense to trade for them. I mean, I would still try to trade for Frank Viola. If they were interested. What do they want? Andres Galarraga? Get out of here! No, that's not happening. I mean, it is Frank Viola, though. No. They must have pulled them back. And again, now that we're 6 games up with 7 games to play, probably no need. We're 6 games up. We just need to win a game. We need to win a game. Philadelphia lose a game. And that's ball game. Oh, 5 games up. Dobson, I know, 3-1. He might make the playoff roster. There it is. No! No! Are you kidding me, game? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Really? Are you really kidding me right now? How long is he out for? 3 months? Just retire. Rip, 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 rip. Facepalm. Our 4 starting pitchers are not even just on the DL. They're on the 60-day DL. Yep. 4 starting pitchers on the 60-day DL. Oh, man. Like, I wonder if he needs time. No, I think it was a hamstring, wasn't it? Yeah, strained hamstring. So, no, he doesn't need Tommy John. 2 guys with strained hamstrings, though. It's odd. I mean, wow. That's just really, really bad. Like, where do we even go from here? Dobson's already up. I'd be questioning your head trainer. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Roger Pavao. His best quality is prevention. So, it's not great. We're a first place playoff team. Did we just clinch a playoff spot? We did. We clinch a playoff spot. Does Bill Lee have the stamina? Oh my. Are we going down this road right now? Are we going to the spaceman? We going to the spaceman? Let's go pitching ratings. Pitching ratings. Let's sort it out to active roster right now. Tom Dixon has the stamina to go. No, Spaceman's stamina is 25. Spaceman not starting. Tom Dixon does have the stamina to start. So that's good. At least that's good. We got Woody Fryman, Tommy John Brinson, Mike Stenhouse. Why is Mike Stenhouse listed as a pitcher? Cisavalve is listed as a pitcher too. I'm going to try to pronounce his name as sexy as possible. Cisavalve. John Cisavalve. We're going to say it like that for the history of this franchise, by the way. Tom Gorman. Whatever, you're coming up, dude. We need you. Please. Please help. Help. Ask bench coach for staff. Tom Dixon's in there. John Dobson's 5-1. 3-1. Because I can't read. Well, and then there was Bill Gullickson. Like, seriously, can we put Mike Stenhouse in the bullpen? Like, dude's got some... Dude keeps... Okay, let's go big league. I want to see this dude's pitcher ratings, okay? He keeps showing up. Where's he at? Stenhouse, he's got 25 stuff, 45 movement, no control, terrible against lefties and righties. Throws 84 to 86, throws a heater. He dropped to a 1.5 star. Who did? All right, well, rip this. But I mean, ladies and gentlemen, batter of the month, Henri Dawson. Personal message. Player development update. Tommy John, he's probably dead. No, he's not. He's not dead. He's alive. Bill Sattler gets some improvements. Steve Rogers, major regression because he's very injured. Rick Ramos gets some pluses. Bob James, yeah. Mike Hokut, kind of a mixed bag. Takes a bit of a hit to the eye. Potential takes a hit. Let's see who else. Bob Baldrick, an age 20 starting pitcher in Double-A. Lots of improvements to stamina, stuff, control. That's good. Cesavalve, yeah, he did take a hit. That's the difference between our scouting and theirs, probably. Brandon Chesser improves a bit as well. But you know what? Despite all the injuries, ladies and gentlemen, your 1982 National League East champion, Montreal Expos. Let's go Expos. Henri Dawson hit 364 in September, which is great. Good for him. So who are we matching up with? Where's my postseason? Oh, that's today? Oh, no, playoffs don't begin for another few days. So we finished 94 and 68. We made the playoffs. Excellent. We got to set our playoff roster. I don't know who we're gonna start in the NLCS. We're facing the Dodgers, and you can already see they're coming at us with Bob Welch. We got Hooten coming at us, Bert Hooten. They got Fernando Valenzuela as well. So, I don't know how we're gonna match up with that. It's gonna be tough. Eligible for playoff roster. Literally, we only have 23 guys eligible for the playoff roster. 23 guys. That's it. No one else eligible for the playoffs. Who is on the active roster that's not eligible for the playoffs? Man. Sattler, Dobson. What? Dobson not eligible for the playoffs? Oh, there he is. Oh, God. I'm like, Dobson better be eligible for the playoffs. Gullet's Spire, Reardon, Carter, Golden, Phelps, Johnson, Raines, Smith, Wallach, Spire, Johnson, Dawson, Moreno, Stenhouse, Cromartie, Fuentes. Okay. Open tryouts for starting pitchers. I agree. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so, let's go take a look at the playoff matchups. We'll start in the ALCS. Boston against Chicago. Battle of the Sox. Boston 97 and 65 in winning the AL East. The White Sox 101 and 61 in winning the AL West. Boston will send Eckersley, John Tudor, and Juan Eichelberger to the mound. White Sox counter with Dennis Lamp, Richard Dotson, Britt Burns. So you would have to think the pitching advantage goes to the Red Sox. Eckersley 20-5 on the season. Let's just go here. Season versus Boston. The White Sox hold a 7-5 advantage against the Red Sox in the regular season. And our Montreal Expos, 94-68 in the regular season in winning the NL East. We'll go up against the 98-64 Los Angeles Dodgers. We split the season series, 6 games apiece with them. I literally have no idea what our starting rotation is going to look like. I don't even know. I don't know how we're going to do it. The Dodgers have Bob Welch, Bert Hooton, Fernando Valenzuela, and Jerry Royce. And they also have Dave Stewart rolling around down in the bullpen. I mean, for us, we're going to go Bill Gullickson. Tom Dixon could be a good number 2 starter. And then, you know what? We're going Johnny Dobson. We're going to put Dave Palmer in the bullpen. Oh, man. This is scary. This is like scary bad, our rotation right now. Our rotation is scary bad. And yet here we are in the playoffs with this horrendously scary bad rotation. It's amazing. Literally, we have our numbers 1, 2, 4, and 5 starters on the 60-day DL. Man. I wonder, is it too late? Where was that? Who was that reliever that we had? Bob James. Can he make the team? He's not eligible for the playoff roster, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. He's in the minors all season, so he's not eligible for the playoffs. All right. Well, I mean, we literally have nothing to do other than hope and pray that we can make it through one of these games. We lose the first game 6-4. Nian Dufour with the win. Bryn Smith with the loss. So we must have blew it late. We did. 3 in the bottom of the 8th. Gross. Bill Gullickson actually pitched quite well. Bryn Smith came in, absolutely wet the bed. That's not good. That's not good. And now we're down 2-0 as Fernando Valenzuela outlasts Bryn Smith, blows the game again. Again, we were up. No, we weren't. It was tied. Tied after 6. Tied after the top of the 7th. Bryn Smith gives up 2 runs. And we lose the game. So now we're down 2-0. I mean, that's pretty much all she wrote. We have received a personal message. Is the personal message, oh no, our West Palm Beach staff, they're leaving. They're not happy. That's fine. I don't care. At this point, I don't care. So let's go in here. Let's do this. Go 84 Tigers versus 68 Tigers. Who wins? Probably 84. So we get swept again. We get swept by the Dodgers. Again, another bullpen disaster as Jeff Reardon gives up 5 runs in the 11th. Bullpen, I will love you forever. So, unfortunately, our Expos season ends with a sweep. Again, all in all, I would consider it a very, very successful season. Considering that, 80% of our starting rotation is on the DL. That's not great. Again, 80% of our starting rotation. Not exaggerating, 80% on the DL. We'll finish through to the end of the World Series here. A reminder, guys, investing in pitching in the offseason, you betcha. Remember, guys, That Sports Gamer will be live here in just a fistful of minutes with his 1991 Indians franchise. We lose some more guys from the minors. So we got White Sox, Dodgers. White Sox, Dodgers in the World Series. Dodgers up 2-1. And the Los Angeles Dodgers win the World Series in 7 games. Any updates on the next release? No. Nothing that I can tell you. We will have an announcement fairly soon. Andre Dawson finishes second in the National League in WAR. Tim Raines was fourth. Dawson was top 3 in average, RBIs, OPS, WAR. Oh, that's just the playoffs? Nope. That's everything. Scott Sanderson still finished third. Soon. Soon.gif. Scott Sanderson finishes third in the National League with 17 wins. Dude missed 6 weeks at the end of the season. Still finished third in wins. Sadly, we end up with a season score of 770. Not bad. We also completed an owner goal. Not bad. That's a great score. Congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. So we have a lot of work, guys, to do in the off season. I mean, we have a lot of work to do. Let's see if we have any news that may be important. We have development update. We're gonna have a lot of guys going down because of injuries. I mean, Steve Rogers is out pretty much all of next season. Tommy John's going to be 40. Playoff roster we did. Bill Lee met his vesting option, so he had a statistical requirement. So his contract will be guaranteed next season. He was pretty good for us. He 3-1 in 40 games. 3.10 ERA. Can't complain about that. Here's our owner. He said, I secretly hoped you'd make the playoffs, but I certainly did not expect it this year. Well, we definitely exceeded that. Congratulations on a great season, he says. He's disappointed we decided against signing Al Oliver. We did not only decide against signing him, we actually traded him. Did I not make it clear? Blah, blah, blah. I can't be too upset. However, I'm still hoping for more of these Expos. Last year, I gave you the chance to building to a solid contender. I am delighted. Next year is a new year, so our new accomplishments are a winning record, upgrade at shortstop, acquire a locally popular player, increase our attendance from 28,000 to 40,000 per game. What? Are you crazy? What is our attendance now? Uh, 28,000. $1 tickets. We're only charging $5.75. Man, easy on the goals. That's insane. Wow, and he wants us to make the World Series in the next 2 years. New budget, we'll have $15.6 million available. Given your current spending on staff, this should allow you a team payroll of $10 million. You may now set your ticket price for next year. Winter meetings are blah, blah, blah. So $10 million salary, which we compare that to last season, $1 loony tickets. There was no loonies. There was no loonies in 1982. Looney didn't come out until 93 or 89. I can't remember. Our player payroll was 5.19, but that's what we had. Where does it say our projected budget was 15.6? Does it say where our budget was last year? I don't think it said if we had an increase. I feel like that's about the same as what we had last year. But I mean, you look at our player payroll is only $5 million. Toonies didn't come around until the late 90s. '98, I think. So I mean, we've got some room to play with. We've got double left. But that is going to be it for tonight's stream, for me anyway. Remember, guys, TJ is going to be here pretty much as soon as I sign off. He's going to jump on and do his thing. I thank you guys for coming out to our 1982 Expos. A little bit of a shorter playoff run that we would have liked, but it was a lot of fun. Again, make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you guys stay tuned for TJ Lauerman, the community manager for Out of the Park Baseball and his 1991 Indians franchise. I will be back here again at my usual time next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with the 1982 Expos off season. As always, I have been Kris Jardine, a.k.a. Snaggle J, Associate Community Manager for Out of the Park Baseball. Enjoy the rest of this evening's entertainment, and until next time, keep swinging for the fences.